We don't even have trade within ourselves. We're gonna be crippled with the rest of the countries don't want to mess with us.
Yeah, suspect Bravo Mike. That means, do you have to pay to pray now?
The Podical Sons.
What's up, y'all? Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start this show. This show is hilariously inappropriate but intellectual beyond belief. So let's cook, folks. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above, all streaming platforms possible.
All of the
Podical
above.
Sons podcast. YouTube and Spotify, you can see these lovely faces and all streaming platforms possible. Search Podical Sons podcast. And if you're already here, you're already a regular, we appreciate y'all. So let's get into it, man. What brought you joy this week?
Man, just the fact that I was able to accomplish some early tasks at work.
Yeah.
And start some tasks that I don't usually have time for. I think that's been my theme for the month. Of just finding that extra time. Remember I was talking about that, just having those couple days off, allow me to do a few things. Realizing that
it's important now.
Yeah, but realizing that I'm not able to get the once a week off like I was trying to do.
Yeah, you were asking for it. I was asking for it. I told you.
Realizing that, I was like, but you know what? There's a lot of wasteful time. I'm still trying to practice time management, so let me rearrange some stuff. So I've been practicing that a lot, and been finding a little extra more time in the day.
I think time management and stuff is something where, like, by yourself, you can master a lot better and faster.
Yeah.
When you need like other parts and other people, this is when it takes longer to kind of master.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, if you need to like wake up to go piss, drive your car here, to and fro, and all the above, you can get that done.
Right.
You have to add the people aspect into it, whatever. Other people are on the road at the same time you're on the road and stuff, whatever. Traffic, accidents and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like there's only so much you can master by yourself compared to like with people. Like I look at it stuff, if you told yourself every night you're going to read like 10 pages out of a book and you set an alert on your phone and stuff and you do it, easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every night you're going to read 10 pages with like your wife or something like that, or do something and stuff, whatever. She might not be ready at your time.
Right, yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, it's something where like time management and stuff, whatever, you master by yourself. So more focus on yourself with it. The other pieces and components that might need people, they'll drive you crazy and stuff.
They'll drive you nuts. They'll drive you nuts.
Don't let it get to you, champ.
Yeah.
You're still a champion, man. Don't let it get to you.
Compartmentalize my own little time. Keep it sacred.
Very true.
Yeah.
I think for me, I learned, and it brought a smile to my face because, so I watched this thing like periodically called Police Activity.
Okay.
You ever heard of it? It's on YouTube and stuff like that.
No.
So
what's your go-to? Because I know you're a YouTube person now. What's the go-to YouTube shows that you find yourself kind of being like, oh shit, and especially ones that you can only capture on YouTube?
To be honest, Police Activity is one.
Yeah.
I do love the Big Think channel.
Right.
The Big Think channel and stuff, whatever. I want to say they've grown so much where it went from just scientists, doctors, authors and stuff talking to now they're having like celebrities and other people, affluential people talking now.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like they're sharing their perspective. I like somebody in a specific type of world that speaks about what the fuck they know.
Right.
And they're giving you insight and stuff, whatever. Because Big Think's slogan is, get smarter, faster. Right? So police activity, Big Think. And to be honest and stuff, whatever, like, I like to see, I want to say a lot of people on people when they're just kind of just conversing.
Right.
So it's not only just a podcast landscape and stuff, whatever, but like, let's say the Jubilee. Remember, like, Jubilee, I watched with the debates and everything and stuff, whatever, like, I feel like a lot of us don't talk anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And plus we live in a time and stuff where I think I'm better than you or because I raise my voice louder than you, that I'm more right than you when, it's rain that grows flowers, not thunder.
Right.
So to see a lot of the people and stuff like coming out of the echo chamber to have conversations and stuff, whatever, be like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, like I might not always be right. And I'm okay with that. But some people might not be. And then you start looking at stuff, it's like, this is why possibly the world is like the world and stuff, what it is, right? Because I think if you understand self first, it's easy to understand people. So I kind of have a dynamic and stuff of how to like speak around specific peoples because of like certain type of channels and stuff that I watch.
Right.
And I really probably don't take it too much like yuck slap humor kind of thing and stuff too much on YouTube.
Right.
Because I feel like Instagram will kind of just
bombard
you. Yeah. So it's kind of like, all right, let me break up the serious shit.
Well, I think that's kind of why I like I'll tune into a YouTube is for the in-depth conversations and the
education
people,
and the things you can learn about and everything. Because like, you were telling me with the Manly P. Hall.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the guy until like the day you showed me whatever, right?
Yeah,
and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that's what this shit I've been saying. I was like, this guy was my tribe.
Yeah,
so and then like, you find out like, okay, there's people and stuff that rock with him and stuff, whatever.
Right.
So that's kind of like my landscape for the past, like I want to say year, like from the whole Shirtgate episode.
Yeah.
It's just trying to find my tribe.
Okay.
Right. And I kind of look at stuff as like, if I'm into these places and stuff, whatever, if it feels more of like an echo chamber, then I'll kind of fall back.
Right.
But if everybody has like the independent think, then I'm for it. Like I love to see a comment section and stuff where one person might think like this, one person might think like this, another person might think like this.
Right.
Compared to like everybody just like
it's
saying
on the
same thing. Yeah. Like they're telling, like if it's something and stuff like something wrong, they'd be like, fuck that person, screw this person, they're so stupid and so dumb. That's on the same line of everything and stuff. And I'm like, well, what if? Like even when we were talking about the Waka Flocka thing, right?
Yeah.
Where Waka Flocka was asked and stuff, whatever, would you say, like, you're out to sea? Would you save your wife? Would you save your child?
Yeah.
And it's like, for me and for you, you said it, wife without a doubt.
Right.
Right? And then people were like, I don't know. And then I was looking at like so many people's like from different, let's say, I think like not 6 buzz, but I think like straight straight 6 T dot whatever. Something like that. Yeah. People commented there. Shade Room people commented like another type of way. So it's kind of like, yes, give me the little mix and stuff, whatever, because to see like, where people are discussing and having these conversations and stuff like that.
Right.
And I think when you even do some things of like when you comment on certain type of things and stuff, like especially from the Podical Sun side, which we share the account.
Yeah.
And I see that there's people like liking what you're saying, and then I kind of go back and do like, what the hell are they liking?
Right.
And then I see, because you're a terrorist at times, so I'm looking like, I always try to, we're a team,
you gotta gauge just in case you gotta defend the fort.
I have to.
You gotta defend the fort when I'm not around.
Like, fuck, now I gotta go murder people because it's smooth, put my gloves on, get the burner, then be like, what did he say now? Now I have to go defend him and stuff for that. And then I'll look. But then when the conversation and the rhetoric and stuff is like, yeah, people are on your side and then some of the people are on the other side. And it's healthy discussion.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It is.
Everybody's so irate. Like, I think like, especially like identity politics and certain other type of things and stuff, whatever, where people just like, you don't say what I like.
Yeah.
It's a fuck you. And I want to walk away and ignore everything else and stuff, whatever. When you probably drop mad gems because you said one thing I don't like, the 9 things I ignore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's I don't like when people have that type of intention. I'm always up for a healthy debate, and I'm the first one to say, listen, I don't know everything, and I'm willing to concede my point. I'm willing to concede my point if you can show me. I'm willing to learn. I'm not above anything.
My slogan is change my mind. Like if I'm thinking one way, show me something that'll kind of change my mind and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And I'm up to learn because I'm looking at stuff as like, I would never claim I know it all.
Right.
Right? I'm still a student of the world. I'm not dead. I'm constantly going to learn, be the best version of myself possible. Maybe whatever you have to say might help me be a better version of myself.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, nah. No, what brought me joy this week was the police activity.
Police activity, yeah. We went wild on that one.
We like having conversation. The police activity thing. There was I believe this is in Florida. This is in Florida and stuff there, like probably in the Orlando area.
Okay.
Because like the phone number kind of came up.
Yeah.
And I tracked it, right? Sorry, it was in the Jacksonville area. So a cop went to go pull over somebody, and the person came out with like a AK or assault rifle or something like that, started bucking at the cop, and the cop started bucking back like immediately with it. So I'm like, oh, police activity get lit.
It was on.
So it get lit, like cop got shot in the leg and everything like that, whatever. Then the cop says, what did he say? He said, Bravo Mike.
Bravo Mike.
He said, Bravo Mike, but then the parentheses come up because this is police activity. So
Right.
parentheses come up and it says black male. I'm like,
Right.
So if you hear a cop like, yeah, suspect, Bravo Mike, that means black male. So I start going back to all the other videos
To
that
see
I've
if
seen with the cop.
with Bravo Mike, see
And
if
I'm
you can
like,
hear the Bravo Mike talk.
You motherfuckers.
That's how they've been
You're
sliding.
a Bravo Mike. I'm a Bravo Mike.
That's how they've been sliding underneath the radar with it.
Ain't that something?
Mm.
I was like, you motherfuckers. Now I know when you guys want to start popping shit on us and stuff like that, whatever. It's not even like suspect. He said suspect arm. He's like, Bravo Mike. He said with an assault rifle or rifle of sort.
Right.
And then I seen parentheses, black male. I'm like, Bravo Mike, black male. So I was like, nah. I had an epiphany. I was like, everything, all the light bulbs and fireworks started going off in my head. I was like, you cop dirty motherfucker.
And I'm trying to think of like, in this day and age and time when everybody is so sensitive and mindful how they speak and soft speech, like back when I was growing up, like in my pre-teens to teens, if something was happening and the news caught it, they would give you the description and they would tell you if it was a black male or a white male or someone of Hispanic descent. Now they don't use any of those words, like any of those descriptive words, right? It's like it's either it's a male, so and so high, short hair.
They describe
it. You might get a description of the skin, like olive tone, or you might get something like that, but they'll never use a word that actually comes out and describes their ethnicity. So I'm like, well, I don't mean to be racist or not, but that kind of helps in the situation. Like, if you're telling me I'm looking for a 6'1" male heavy stock, I'm wondering, well, can you let me know if it was like a black or white guy? Like,
simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying like suspect on the loose, he was spotted in this area and everything like that, and you're probably in your house eating, you're like, holy shit. That's this area.
Right.
What the fuck am I supposed to look for? Who am I supposed to look for? Kids, lock the door. Because you don't know now.
Now we know we're looking for a Bravo Mike.
Bravo Mike? Yikes. I was like, I don't know if it's just like Florida, because I seen like a lot of like police activity videos and stuff that's like in Florida.
Yeah.
And when I seen there was a black guy, it was a lot of Bravo Mikes were coming out through the walkie-talkie and the dispatch.
Yeah.
I was like, you evil fucks.
So I wonder if
so what do you call Latino dude?
Well, I was gonna say, I wonder if it's a white dude, they just say Mike.
Would they say Alpha Mike? Then that's wrong because they put Alpha over the Bravo, so that means white man think they're better than them. Where's Dr. Umar when you need him?
I mean, Alpha Mike, Albino Mike. He might be onto something, Marv. He might be onto something, Marv. We're keeping it in line.
Bastards. Oh, pigs.
Spanish Mike. That's who that sultry Mike. Sultry Mike.
Sultry Mike.
Sultry Mike is in the building.
No, because if you and I are both cops and you're over there, you're like suspect your sultry Mike. I'm like, yo, watch your mouth, man.
Watch
over. Yo, I just watch how you talk through this mic. Over. Sultry Mike.
Maybe it's just suspect Mike. Suspect Mike has entered the building. I feel like the first letter has got to donate. Donate what you're talking about. Bravo, black, albino, alpha.
So I guess Latino would be like Lambda Mike?
Possibly, yeah.
Lambda Mike. And if he's Indian, it would be like what? I don't know. Like Asian. Okay, what if he's Asian and
What if
stuff?
he's
Whatever. You,
that might,
they,
yeah.
Alpha,
It's good.
beta.
It's a good thing a lot of Asians commit crimes.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Shout out to the Asian community. All right, man. Let's get to the polls.
All right.
First poll of the week was: does it take luck or skill to be successful? And 80% said skill.
Okay.
It's kind of similar to what we were talking about. When we had Dwayne Moore. Shout out to Dwayne and everything. Are you still on the same stance?
Still on the same stance. But I like the little delusional touch that was added. I like that little delusional touch.
I agree.
Yeah.
I still like. There's still an aspect and stuff for the luck aspect, because it's kind of like I saw and to the ones in Canada and stuff that know about ProLine and stuff is what our originator of the gambling on sports.
Right.
There's a ProLine commercial where I guess the guy was like the star football player, and he was talking the talk because he knew he was that guy.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. Nothing gonna stop me. The fans like, we're gonna be great. Of course, I'm gonna be great. And out of nowhere, something from the sky or a blimp fell down on him and like crippled him, and then he had to get walked off the field.
Right.
And the one person that kind of bet against him was like, yeah! He went nuts. You remember that commercial?
I see the commercial.
He went nuts, and I was like, that is pure luck.
That is
pure luck, because everybody else is betting for this guy,
right,
to just use his skill and persevere.
Yeah.
And you bet against him to now know for a fact that luck has now played a factor for you to make this bread. And since everybody already leaned this way and stuff there, so now when you're leading this way, your payout is a lot bigger. So I look, and then again, the 40 thing with the Drake, that always been in the back of my mind and stuff. And it was like, him and Drake have been doing this thing for a minute, but it's just particular luck.
Yeah.
And when opportunity knocks for the ones that are ready to answer.
Right.
So the skill aspect, yes, but again, luck can at least get you there.
Yeah. That I was gonna mention that. There's one thing I always say is like, luck will get you in the building, but it'll be your skill set that keeps you there.
Facts. Yeah, you always do say that. All right. Next poll of the week was: who's more competitive amongst their own sex? Men on men versus men, or women versus women?
Women's gotta be. The women had
62%.
62%.
Said women. Why you
I
say
thought
women?
I'd have thought it would have been higher.
I feel like, hear me. So I see both sides. Like I look at it stuff as where you have a lot of, which I find it's kind of sexist, but there's a lot of Miss Universes competitions.
Yeah.
Miss Pageant.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one want to ask me if I want to be Mr. Canada and some shit like that, or Mr.
And there
America
there is actually a Mr.
Get the fuck out of here.
There is.
For real?
Yeah.
Send the link. I had enough of this. I need to know the qualifications.
You need to know the qualifications.
I'm going in. But I feel like sports-wise, men can be real competitive.
Right.
And let's say, I call it the Robin Hood types. Like, kind of like make money from the rich and floss in front of the poor.
Yeah.
Those type of guys will kind of be more competitive, because I look at this stuff as where, let's say this. From what I know of you and what I know of some celebrities, I feel like you would be more of a superior man to most of these celebrities. The only thing they might have over you is money.
Right. And the luck.
So I look at it stuff, I was like, and then when you realize and stuff, whatever, that their money or their luck can't save them and stuff, and you're like, you got piss poor morale, you got piss poor this.
Right.
Be like, these are the same guys and stuff that was think like you're no competition to them. So the money thing, because of the money factor and stuff, whatever, right? But we've now known, coming through a period of time and stuff, as like growing up as men, that like, some men have money, some men don't. Some men are wiser with their money, some men aren't. Right. And other than that, you're looking at a man on the base level, morale type of thing. Like if you see a dude where like he might disrespect somebody and everything like that, you're not looking like, oh, maybe because he has money, he can talk to people like that. You'd be like, no, who raised you?
Yeah.
How were you brought up? So you're looking at a man like that. women, I remember the illest thing a woman told me and stuff, whatever. She's like, women get dressed for other women.
Yeah.
She's like, men, if you're a real straight man and stuff, whatever, you don't give a fuck really where the dress came from or what you just know men look at face, breast, and butt.
Yeah.
Women would be like, your shoes are this, your pants are this, or your dress is this, and your nails are this, and
man,
it's constant competition for women.
I don't know if it was, I don't know if, I think it might have been a Shade Room post where Papoose and Clarissa, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were going to a Knicks game.
Okay.
Right? But it was like a date night type of deal, right? And she had on this dress, whatever, and then he was just chill, right?
Chill.
Right? The amount of comments from women talking how she looked like she had on a prom dress, how the shoes don't go with this, that yo, the way the women were cutting her up.
Nice.
And I'm looking at the photo like,
she looked fine to you.
What's wrong with her? I'm like, yo, what's wrong with what she's wearing? Like, I couldn't see. I'm like, what are you guys seeing that is so offensive to you?
Right.
To the point where it's not even like, black love, that. No, they was not even for it. They were just on her for what she was wearing. I'm like, wow. Women do really care about what other women think.
Mm-hmm. The competition for them and like the dress, the clothes thing, and the look is high. Like I look at it stuff as if a woman looks presentable to an extent. If a woman doesn't look presentable to an extent, that's when I think most men would care.
Right.
To say something and stuff like, maybe her hair looks out of whack or her clothes are kind of dirty.
Yeah.
Or something like that, whatever. Then like, yeah, because I've seen a video and stuff, I think sometime recently and stuff on like one of the socials or somewhere where like a guy went to go pick up a chick to find out she was homeless.
Yeah.
Because she was just presented properly and she was thick. It was a thick bunny. And the guy's like, yo, where you going and stuff, whatever. Like, yo, let me come home with you. She's like, I'm homeless. I don't got nowhere to go and stuff, whatever, right? And he's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then he's like, he was talking to her and he's like, oh shit. And then he took her to go upgrade her and stuff, whatever, right? And I'm looking at him like, yeah, if you just look at least some kind of presentable, men are cool.
Men are cool.
On the other side and stuff, whatever, like, they're looking like, that jeans might not be it, or this might not be it, and that top and all this, and then they do a little girl snap. And
yeah.
Competition is fierce.
It is fierce. It is fierce.
I hope women need to,
because again, you're right. We're like, we are a simple creature, and I'm not.
It goes back to your lady post, the comedian.
Oh yes,
the comedian lady and stuff, whatever, and it's gone now.
It's gone now.
It's gone because there are people I put it in my story,
right,
and then I sent it out and stuff, whatever, to some peoples and everything, and be like, she looked at the man in the audience. She's like, you're simple.
Yeah.
He's like, look at that. He's not even phased that I called them simple.
No,
you can't call a woman simple and stuff. Nope. He's like, men are simple creatures.
Yep, that's it.
So I'm looking at him like the complexity and stuff is causing a lot of extra problems and frictions that doesn't really need to be there.
It doesn't need to be there at all, man. It's like I said, man. I was happy I looked at the pictures and I was happy. And then I went to the comments and I got sad because I'm like, yo, why y'all dogging a girl like that?
I think when Remy brought everything to social,
yeah,
and they were going back and forth openly and stuff like that, I was looking at something like, hopefully this doesn't drive a wedge into like, let's say, their new love.
Right.
Because Remy and him are over with.
Right.
So it's kind of like, all right, now I got my new thing over here and stuff, whatever, and all the above. So when I still see them like out and doing things and stuff like that, I'm like, yay, be happy for that. But she's wearing a prom dress to a Knicks game. Like, you guys are cold-blooded.
They were chewing her up.
That's cold.
They were chewing her up.
That's cold. All right, man. Let's cook now,
let's
man.
Cook?
Let's cook.
How about it?
Where do I want to start? Where would you like to start? You tell me. What's on your mind, man?
Okay, so we're have we reached 100 days yet with Trump?
With Trumpet? Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Because remember, he officially took off on January 20th.
Yes.
Officially January 20th and stuff, whatever. So like I wouldn't say, if you include everything, let's say April 18th will probably be the official, like, let's say 3-month mark.
Okay.
And then that's like 90-ish. And then so a little bit more. So going into May, we'll make it around that time and stuff, whatever. You still, what's on your mind with Trump?
No, I was just saying, like, have you sort of felt any effects of tariffs yet? I mean, besides not being able to get certain type of liquor in the liquor
My
store.
coconut water.
Oh, yeah. It hit now? Has the price gone up on it, or what's going on? Price has gone up, or it's not available? Which one of the two?
It hit.
Oh, man.
It hit.
Oh.
I used to get
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
People used to ask me, like, yo, why your skin glow like that? Like, yo, all I drink is coconut water and regular water, man.
Yeah.
I might drink a little liquor here to and fro, and then I go to the grocery store. Yo, I was the price saving, like, mom.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit used to be $3
Right.
Nah. Skirt! I went to another store. Nah. Even Walmart let me down. Walmart and stuff, whatever, for that right there was about $5.60.
Wow.
It went from $3 to $5.60.
Wow.
I was like, the coconuts were grown in America.
No.
On the box it says Brazil.
Yes.
They were grown in Brazil.
What's happening?
The Americans.
What's happening?
It's like, fuck. I think the tariffs and stuff right now, they're slowly but surely starting to resurrect, because when I asked somebody, I caught a stock person and stuff in one of the grocery stores, right? And I asked them something like, yo, this bitch did a hike up. They're like,
yeah,
probably an American product. It's probably the tariffs, dude. I was like, but why? So he's like, oh, because all their old stock has finished.
Right.
But I guess they have a list of set products and stuff, whatever, where like they could keep it Canadian.
Yeah.
And other ones is like, yo, we make too much money not to be a fool, not to bring in the American product and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Right.
I think the alcohol and stuff, I do kind of respect the fact that now you're giving Canadian companies time to shine.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as where, let me say this. Went into LCBO, and that's the liquor store for us over here in Ontario.
Right.
And with LCBO, most of their shelves, they have like California wines and those other kind of wines and stuff like that, whatever. I think it'll be a joy to kind of restock those, take off some of those signs, and just restock those and stuff, and just more Ontario.
Yeah.
Or more, not even, fuck Ontario. BC, don't they do wine damn near everywhere, don't they?
Yeah, they do almost everywhere.
So
they
give
do wine.
BC a shot and put a section called British Columbia.
Well, I think now the issue is with now, and this is one of the main things coming up with the election that's going to happen in Canada, is that a lot of these parties are now saying they're going to break down the trade barriers, because I think that was the problem with a lot of these wines from other provinces not hitting the shelves in other provinces. And I just, I didn't realize how stringent this shit was until this whole thing with Trump, that certain products provinces couldn't trade between each other with.
That is dumb.
I was like that's nuts.
That is weird. That is so weird to me, because
that is nuts.
I never thought about it until like you and explaining it just a while ago. I was looking like, but why?
Right.
Like, it's not nothing international. Wouldn't that still be considered domestic? You buy a Budweiser, not to cut you, but you buy a Budweiser in New York, and the Budweiser and stuff might have been grown or made and stuff, let's say in somewhere like Nebraska,
right,
or something like that, whatever. It's still considered domestic.
But that's sort of, and I couldn't understand that. So I'm like, you mean apart from trading with other countries, we got trade within our own countries itself, and then that's why some of the provinces was like, man, I don't know if I want to follow through with this Canadian shit, because majority of my customers are from the US. I can't even sell to my next door neighbor certain things.
So that's why you have is she Alberta?
Alberta,
The lady premier?
And premium. That's one of the biggest thing is the oil, like going from province to province with the oil. Like we should have like a pipeline that goes from one side of the country to the next.
I don't see why not. Like I wouldn't even flinch if I was to see something like that, because Canada with the American, the whole Keystone Pipeline thing and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Going across the country, something else.
Yeah.
Within the same fucking country, what's the problem?
What's the problem? What's the problem? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now they're looking to like break those barriers down. So yeah, and all the parties are saying it at this point. So whoever gets in, it's going to happen. They realize it's gotta happen. Like we gotta foster trade within ourselves. Like we don't even have trade within ourselves. We're gonna be crippled with the rest of the countries don't want to mess with us.
Very true. Oh, Canada. That's astonishing.
Yes, man. So I'm saying you're right. I'm like, yeah, right. All these other provinces, it just really hit me when you said other provinces have wine. And I said, yo, like the California wine section could have been maybe filled up with 3 or 4 different provinces.
Yeah, like check it. I always found it funny where OLG, Ontario Lotto Gaming Commission.
Right.
Lotto Max is from OLG. How the fuck you in another province playing our lotto?
Yeah.
They win our lotto.
Yeah.
And then it pissed me off when I heard that Quebec has their own lotto and stuff like that, whatever. Why I can't buy one at the gas station here?
Yeah. Why can't I get at the gas station?
Something ain't right.
Yeah.
Canada, y'all need to get your shit together.
No, they need to.
They need to get the shit together from a top level to like down and stuff, whatever. Are you for the changes that Carney is talking about and Carney, the shit he's spitting?
Listen, man, this looks like I keep hearing the cut taxes. I'm just looking to see who's cutting tax more. I'm there, baby. You're cutting a little bit of tax more than this one? Let me hear what you're saying.
We need a tax break again.
We need another.
Or more shit. Not just selective shit.
Yeah. Break on it all.
I wanted to crack a joke on the sales of Saratoga Water sales. Saratoga Water. So shout out to Ashton Hall for increasing the Saratoga Water sales. You know, the influencer who just with the tape on his mouth and just doing the most and everything like that. And already he got evicted from his condo in Miami that he shot all the videos and stuff from.
Oh, they evicted him?
Yeah, because it's kind of like the people were able to track.
Right.
So I think, you know, these people who have nothing on their hands to do but to be focused, they found out the condo that he was filming from and everything like that. And then apparently they said the condo people like made a statement back saying like, no, he cloned the fob and gave somebody access to the amenities and stuff, whatever, in the building. So that was the main reason why they didn't kick him out, because there had so many people there, because the security would have been able to deal with him and everything.
Right.
Because the condo, like his condo, I'm like, when you see him doing that whole sparkling water in a bowl, dip head shit, and go on the balcony, push-ups, break bottles, and all this type of stuff, and the banana peels on his face.
The SMR is crazy. I'm like, bro, who's your sound effects dude, man?
Yo, he got a buddy.
He got a buddy.
Dr. Umar won't be too happy.
No.
But with that condo and stuff, like, yo, the whole specs for the condo came up like these. I was like, let the man live.
Right.
But I guess and stuff, whatever, like, yo, fan is short for the word fanatic. So the fanatics stuff would know. And apparently, like, I was looking at it, I was like, well, see how much the condo, like $17,000 a month.
Wow.
Because it's like 2.5 something million and stuff to own it.
Yeah.
So he's paying about like that anyway. So I was like, he must be doing real good.
Yeah.
To get it to this level. My question and stuff to you and stuff, whatever, is that, is it sex that's selling, or is it the fitness aspect for him?
I think it's the sex that's selling.
It's the sex that sells?
I think it's the sex that's selling.
To see like a fit, chiseled body, pause.
Yeah.
Just doing what he has to do and stuff. Because I look at it stuff as like his workout shit. Like, let's say this. From the wake up, so early in the damn morning,
right,
to doing the face dunking and the sparkling water and all that type of stuff, whatever. I'm over it. Like, but I look at it stuff as like him getting in and out the water, like changing clothes and everything and stuff like that.
yeah.
I can see how it can be like an appealing thing, whatever. But when you're dunking your face in like the sparkling water, wouldn't the person go from like, oh my gosh, they look so great to like, the fuck is he doing?
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Don't-
But I mean, the fact of the matter of it also is that it's like one big ad. It's like one big ad.
Talk about it. What do you mean?
Like from when he gets up in the morning and goes through all that different routine, right? You want to know what face and body wash he's using in the shower.
Oh,
right?
To get him to that level.
Right.
Wait, no, it's banana peel.
But the banana peel rub.
Yeah.
You wanna know the water he advertises. You see the water, right?
Saratoga.
You see him putting on his Nike
Whatever,
brace,
gym sharks,
right?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, you see him. He grabs his Rolex. You see him put on his Rolex, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's like he's advertising, right? That's part of the stick. But he's not only is he advertising, but he knows that the women are looking, right? And even if the women are looking, the men are not looking at him like how the women are looking. The men are looking at him as the items. So he's selling the items to the men.
Because, okay, I think when the one part, because he wakes up mad early, but he goes to bed early as shit too, right? Because I saw like, oh shit, he released a nighttime routine. Let me see what the fuck this happens and stuff. He eats his dinner in the tub.
He eats his dinner in the tub? Yeah,
the bunny comes and stuff, puts the little wooden like lat over the tub, and he's having his dinner in the tub and everything like that. Where I was like, hope you can get soap in your food.
Right.
Different story. And he goes to bed early. The tape that he puts on his mouth and everything like that, whatever. I've heard of the tape because they said a lot of people and stuff, you can sleep better if you breathe straight through your nose than your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that though.
Yeah, no. It's
something up. Yeah. Maybe in prison, like, that might work.
I might forget that the tape is on and feel like somebody trying to scoop. No.
That's the part that got me.
No, that's not.
Because I'm looking like, well, I'm not going to put tape over my damn beard and rip off my damn mustache in the process.
Right.
But I'm looking like, if I don't have that kind of freedom, kind of just to free up and stuff while I sleep, I'm kind of fucked. I like what you were saying with the advertisement thing.
Yeah.
Because when he's doing these things, it does showcase a lot. As a guy, let's say, because he's a fitness influencer, right?
Right.
I was more concerned with stuff from like the discipline aspect about like the jogging and the running, whatever, and what does he do, small things. He does, I guess, in his older videos, he does weights and all that type of stuff, whatever, decent, like good level and stuff of weights. But the more newer shit is the one that got people going like, you're doing a lot, my guy.
Right.
And when I'm seeing all of this stuff, the advertisement thing, like, if I'm him and you're telling me I'm doing a lot, whatever, I'm like, yo, I'm getting this bank because my condo costs 17 racks a month. Fuck is you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yo, you gonna see me dump my face in the Saratoga water.
That Jamaican comedian, Dale Elliott Jr., I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He did a reaction video to that.
Oh yeah? What did he say?
The same thing. He was like, what is this guy doing? Like, it's like, for real. What is this? And why the man sound so?
Yo, the ASMR is crazy. Like when you were saying nuts. When you were saying this stuff, whatever, like you heard the ice cube when he's cracking the ice cubes into the dog bowl. It's like a bowl you feed a dog. And like, I'm not even like, put like this. I'm not hating on the guy.
No, I'm not hating on it. No, it's to me, it's genius. It's genius. What he's doing is genius.
Yeah. I just look at it and I was like, I just want to concern about like what could you do that I could do for my workout routine, because I'm not about to buy no sparkling water or no banana peel. Because even with the banana peels thing too, whatever, you gotta look at stuff as where Okay, the organic shit, maybe, possibly, but scientifically, it hasn't been proven.
Okay.
That for the antioxidants and stuff within the peel. So like the more the banana ripens, the less antioxidants and stuff it has. Whatever, right?
Okay.
If you're buying, let's say somebody's like, I'm gonna go buy Chiquita bananas and go do the same damn thing. The amount of pesticides that's on that shit.
Right.
You put that shit on your face?
Right.
So that's something I'm like, we want to reconsider what we think that it is gold when we see, like, when do we have a little brain to kick in and be like,
yeah,
you know what? This is just for the gram
and then
the social.
and then like certain things is like you see it being done, and then you have to imagine why it's being done, because again with the banana peel, there's no talk in the background to say, oh, this is what I do with the banana
no
peel.
Talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing. The water, I dip my face in this water. What's the magical properties of this? Is just Jesus water? Like, what's happening? Tell me what's so good about this water that you got to dunk your face in it.
I think like, oh my gosh, I can't remember exactly what the company's called. It has like a different kind of name. Might be like Icelandic or Norwegian or something of sort, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I went to a club in Yorkville one time, right?
Right.
I said, can I have some water? Can I have a bottle of water?
Right.
The fucker told me $11 for this type of glass Evian bottle, whatever, right? And it's kind of chiseled out to
the mountains.
Mountain. Yeah. And I'm looking like, well, can you just get me like a regular plastic bottle and let it cost like $3 and everything like that, whatever? I'm like, shit was crazy. Because I was even looking like, I think I'm gonna nurse this bitch like it's a regular drink now. And the fact I gotta spend $11 for the bottle in the club, right? It pissed me off. I think the following day I even went to go Google which is the best water and stuff, whatever. And like, shout out to King Aqua and stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's the color of the caps tell you what type of water it is. So white means it's like factory processed and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Blue means it's like artisan spring, like well water and everything like that.
Okay.
Fiji.
Okay.
Right? Black means it's alkaline.
So
remember like Trace water, like even King Aqua's water and everything like that. And like there's another color cap and stuff, whatever.
I think I seen green.
There's a green and there's an orange one, but I forget what it. But like I learned that from like seeing King Aqua's page.
Okay, yeah,
whatever, right? Because when we were, shout out to King Aqua.
Shout out to King Aqua, man.
When I was looking at that, I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn. But then it brought me, because this is before we did with King Aqua and everything. There's a company that sells water by the liter, and I think their bottled water and stuff is probably like equivalent to like $1,100. I need to drink this and turn young.
$1,100.
I need to drink this and turn young. I'm talking about like if I'm a 68-year-old grandfather, I drink a full liter of this bitch, I look like I'm 28 years old the following day.
This water is coming from Never Never Land.
It has to be from heaven.
There has to be like only like a certain expedition happens every two or 3 years where they go into this, because every 2 or 3 years the gates open. The gates open. The sunlight just hits this glacier properly, and the gates open, and there's like this whole city where this water resides. It would have to be.
Saratoga stocks have jumped since Ashton Hall has been doing this
advertising, man. The advertising.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It was like, yo, this man put on a Rolex to work out. It's not even the workout Rolex.
Yo, let me ask you. I've always wanted to ask you this. Is the jig up with influencers? Or the influencers still have time to get away with their nonsense? Because like I said, the banana peel thing, people ain't think about pesticides. Pesticides live well on the rinds and the skins of fruits.
Yeah.
And now there's probably, there was a ton of like reaction and joke videos and stuff out there doing the same thing. But I'm looking like, you think it's sweet till you fuck around realizing stuff, you're poisoning your damn skin because of this. Right. You're trying to mimic this guy.
Right.
Whatever. And everything. Is the jig up with influencers, or influencers still have time to come out with some more bullshit and fuckery to get past the people?
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to be highly creative now. It can't just be coming out with the oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And maybe what works for him is because he's not talking, right?
Mhm.
It's a lot of quick cuts of a routine that could be considered a daily routine. Like, we don't really know if this man does this every day.
Yeah, because I saw like the meetings he has and stuff is like crazy early. Like his
Yeah.
day is after his workout, his swims and everything, his meetings start at like 9.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, are you talking to the other side of the world? like who you conversing with, right?
I'm like, you're in East Coast time, you're in Florida.
Yeah,
we're in the same
so
time zone.
I'm saying, who you conversing with at this time in the morning? And then, but just the sheer amount of stuff that he's advertised in that short space of time, and the fact that he can garner so much views, it's like, yeah, companies is like, okay, let me get my stuff to this guy. Let me get my stuff to this guy. Where the average person or the average influencer, it might be what, 30 seconds to a minute on one product. Right? And that one product, they might have done that, might have done commercials or infomercials or posts about that one product several different times.
Right.
Right? But to the point where it's like,
it gets redundant.
It gets redundant. Like this guy's cuts are they're so clean. The ASRM is so, like, it catches you, right? It catches you and it holds you to that moment. It's like, what's this nigga gonna do next? Like, what's he gonna do next? What's he gonna do next?
When I was seeing the time, because he had the time there, I'm looking at him like, hey, yo. I was like, what's gonna, because like, let's say when they're showing the clock and stuff, because he went for like a 7 a.m. swim.
Yeah.
And like, after the swim and stuff for her, I was like, you're doing all this at 7 now. I'm like, what are you gonna do at 10 a.m.?
Bro, majority of the activities were completed before anybody even turns around in their bed.
Me. Telling you ain't shit, Marv.
I'm looking at this guy. I was like, yo, this dude's up since 3 something.
Ready for the world.
I'm like, yo.
Ready for the friggin' world. Let me ask you, okay. You know Sean Strickland, the UFC fighter?
Yeah.
Have you seen this thing with his Popeyes video?
No.
So they're giving him flack for the so he went into Popeyes. He said, I want to go for the black experience.
Okay.
Your face changed.
Like, I didn't know Popeyes had the black experience.
Because he's like, I'm a white guy and I'm trailer trash. I eat fish, I eat sushi, all type of shit, whatever. But I'm like, right. Sushi is Japanese.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm like, you went for the Asian experience when you went for that, whatever. But I guess apparently Popeyes, because it's chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
He wants to go for the black experience. And he bought the Popeyes. He was talking to the cashier dude for a bit with it because he's shooting the video by himself.
Yeah.
Then he goes in the car and then he's driving. He has the chicken and stuff, and he fucking loves the chicken because he said he never had fried chicken before.
Wow.
Right? And
yeah, no. If you never had fried chicken before and you get a hold of some decent fried chicken, yeah, it might do some things to you.
Would you consider that the black experience though? Because I mean, granted, you're black, right?
I would consider it if you got it from some black folks and not Popeyes.
Fair. Like if you went to like somebody and stuff, like even to a black UFC fighter and the person invited him over for
and he got the recipe.
Yeah, like they laid out, they show you how we do it and all that type of stuff. And he just, even if he's not helping to cook,
right,
he's watching the process, and everything.
Because if he felt that way about Popeye's chicken, imagine if he really did have the black experience.
Exactly, chicken. Some southern fried, specialty, right? The problem, I think, what everybody was having and stuff when he said the whole black experience aspect. Do you now, I want to say, like, let's say, I want to pick a Caucasian meal. Let's say a potato salad with raisin in it. If you have a potato salad with raisins and stuff in it, would you consider that the white experience?
The whitest experience of all.
You're fucked. Guy's a felon.
Name me another race that puts raisins in their potato salad, Marv.
I don't know.
Okay, it's the whitest experience of all.
So that means there's no harm in what he said then.
I didn't find any harm in what you said.
But
no, the only beef that I have is that he went to Popeyes. If he had went to like a Southern cookout and said, yo, I want the black experience, no beefs at all. No, 100% no beefs.
Yo, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a spot in Memphis and stuff for that. Shout out, it's called Gus.
Okay.
I've had fried chicken from some places and stuff there, but Gus, like, it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
But it's freaking delicious. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I look at it stuff as like, when the chicken comes out, one, they give it like a slice of bread and everything and stuff like that. And when the chicken comes out, you take a bite, you see like a layer of like little grease that's just kind of dripping from one side.
Oh man.
But like the amount of spice and
Gus,
heat.
if you're hearing this right now, send us some chicken.
Yo,
Gus.
send me some chicken.
Send us some chicken.
Send
Gus.
us some chicken.
This man is making it sound too good.
Mail that shit and just tell me how to heat it up, and I'll do it the same
Gus,
way.
Please, Gus.
And
someone know Gus, tag him on this episode. We need some Gus chicken.
And then even like, guess what I'm saying? Like when you're having the Gus experience, because a lot of people flock who like live in the Memphis area.
Right.
Like Gus is like
it's the household name.
It's like a household name.
It's an institution.
It is.
It's an institution.
It's part of Memphis.
Yeah.
The Memphis experience, you gotta go to Gus for the chicken.
All right.
And I look at it, so I was like, bring him there.
Yeah.
Bring Sean Strickland there.
Right. Right. Then he can claim to have the black experience.
But Gus is that good. Like, not only black folks, everybody goes to Gus.
Yeah. But they all want that black experience.
They want. Ooh. When you think about it, though, you're not wrong.
Sean wasn't wrong. He was just at the wrong place.
Ooh. All right. Touche. I like that. I like how you finesse that one. They call you smooth for a reason. They call me
smooth, man. They call me smooth.
Let's start this. Let's talk about Marvin Sapp. The video actually surfaced from July 2024. Marvin Sapp, I want to say the preacher / gospel musician, telling ushers to close their doors.
Lock these people in.
Until they reach 40K for the goal for offering. Your thoughts on this? You saw the videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heard the backlash and stuff, whatever. When I went to go look at it, I didn't realize it was from July 2024. Because a lot of people made it seem like it happened like last week. Yeah,
it seemed like it was recent.
So, tell me your thoughts.
Nah, I just seen clips of the video, so I wasn't really of the understanding of what he was trying to raise. But
so you thought it was like for a cause or something like that?
Yeah.
I did too.
I thought it was
because the way he was so passionate and forward with it.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was for like a St. Jude's type of,
and it's not, and it's not like it's unusual for a church to try to raise money for a specific cause or a specific mission. So I thought it was like something along those lines.
Right.
I just think it was a little out of hand that you're gonna lock people in until you get that type of money.
Is that kidnapping or adult napping?
Extortion.
Extortion.
It's extortion.
Shout out to the Jamaican folk.
Extortion.
Extortion. Yo.
Yeah, escort me.
That is extortion on the highest level.
On the highest level.
Because you're going to church, and the fact that you have this preacher who is well known in the gospel music realm, and let's say, I don't believe even TD Jakes even did some shit like that. And I feel like TD Jakes should be more of a affluential pastor over him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, and don't get us wrong. I mean, there's been pastors out there that have asked for outrageous amounts of money during the sermon from the congregation. But this is the first one I've heard that actually told, ushers, go lock these doors because ain't nobody leaving until we get this money.
But he even made the people that was on stage with him say like, you guys at least should give $100 a piece for being this close up here on the stage, right? See, for me, I was looking at stuff as like, do you have to pay to pray now? Because think about it now, that if you went to church that day and you were there, you're there for the blessing, the fact that Marvin Sapp and stuff is up there, and you're listening to the words that was probably, spit earlier about the word and the Lord and how you should feel and what the lesson you should take with you and stuff like that now. So now people are feeling like if they don't give this amount of money, would their prayers not be answered?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So it's called the gospel of prosperity. That's what it's named. It's the gospel of the prosperity. You have to sow in order to receive the blessings. The more you sow, the more blessings you receive. So this is how they're getting people to donate whatever they particularly have or whatever they might not have, because they believe that this is the only way that they are going to get or be blessed.
That's crazy. Because I look at it stuff as where I think for myself, I pray like twice a day, right? And because I'm not, let's say, going to a church at least one time out of the day to go drop off for $10 and stuff, whatever, you're telling me my 2 prayers and stuff are null and void until I pay my money?
That's what they're telling you. And that's what the congregation is in there sitting in and believing. Like, and again, and this is why, and this is why I don't like the like blind faith followers, I call them, right? Because if we're all supposed to be governed by one book, or if all Christians are supposed to be governed by one book, right? Anybody who professes to be Christian should know that book from cover to cover. And knowing that book from cover to cover, you should not be able to see if that pastor is leading you in the right direction
or the wrong,
or if what this pastor is saying actually makes sense, or are you getting scammed? Because you're right, Marv. Since when did money be ever tied into the blessing? Sorry, tied into the blessing that you get?
Right.
I don't see that lesson in the Bible.
Because, okay, and I thought about this and stuff. Whatever. I heard this long time ago, and it crossed my mind, like what you were saying about the good book, right?
Right.
If, like, let's say if you agree, let's say you don't agree with everything in a good book, is that very Christian of you? Of a person? Because a good Christian is supposed to know the book, right?
Yeah.
And I guess I'm assuming they're supposed to follow the good book. And let's say you might not agree with a story or a parable.
You may not agree, and I don't think it's there for you to agree with it 100%.
Okay.
Right?
Would that make you a devout Christian or non-devout Christian then?
I would say what would make you a devout Christian is the commandments and the guidelines that you are said to follow.
Fair. So let's say 10 commandments.
10 commandments.
And like the laws of Leviticus.
Right.
The laws of the Lord.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like that, if like you follow that to a T, then that I would consider you a devout Christian. Everything else in the Bible is there for your interpretation. And everybody's going to interpret things differently. Right? So a lot of times it's parables and allegories. It's what you get from those parables and what you get from those allegories.
Right.
It's up to you to make sense of it, right?
Right. Like the Samson and Delilah thing and stuff too. Like I always thought of that as where, everything was in his hair and everything. And I was like, when I had hair, I ain't have strength like that.
Right.
And like I had my shit kind of permed and everything and stuff, whatever. High top fades and I didn't have strength like that. And kind of feel kind of stronger now with the low cut.
There you go, right?
But go ahead.
And it's just whatever lessons that you can take from it, you take from it, right? But then you also got to be able now, and again, it's like you also have to be able to discern certain things.
Right.
So when a pastor is telling you he's about
lock
to lock these doors and not let you out before you raise 40, I mean, you'd be like, what would Jesus do? This don't seem like Jesus would do something like this.
Jesus had his sermons out in the open.
And Jesus didn't force you to spend any money.
Are you baptized?
No, I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
I'm working on it.
Why didn't you get it yet?
Sorry?
Why didn't you get baptized yet? The reason why I haven't got baptized yet,
Yeah.
I haven't found a church and I want to say a church and a preacher that kind of just made it feel like, yo, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, like, okay, I've been to some places, people are like, yo, come to church, come to my church and everything. I've gone.
Yeah.
If I went to this church right here, I'd have been like, not this Marvin. Stay with Sapp. This Marv will take you elsewhere and stuff, whatever. Right? But I'm like, it's more of that aspect.
Right.
And I've been kind of looking at stuff like for the longest and stuff before. It's like the world is my church.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know me, I've said it before. The tree outside is not made for a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, nobody. It's made for humans to get oxygen from.
Right.
And I look at it, God gives us oxygen.
Right.
Right? Gives us all oxygen and stuff, whatever. So I look at it stuff as where, is it really one type of religion we need to follow? Or is it something and stuff about the world we need to like understand? Like even shout out thoughts and prayers to the people and stuff in like Thailand and Myanmar for the 7.7 earthquake.
Yeah.
Right? I looked at it stuff as like when the earthquake hit, you have these two people with their two different types of religions and everything like that. Do we still not help them because they're not Christian? No. We still extend the help and stuff to them. So I don't believe it's really a religion that really ties the people down, but it's just that being Black in North America, Christianity is just, and Catholicism has just been kind of like thrown upon us and we've just been entrenched in it. So this is most what we know.
Yeah, I think that, and also because it's easier to have faith in something when you were taught to have faith in nothing.
Break that down.
Okay. So bringing us here on, let's say, slave ships, right?
Okay.
Taking away everything that we had possibly had and making us slaves and breaking us down to nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then coming to us with a promise to take you out of this current situation where everything is bad and put you in this current situation where everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
And this current situation is called Christianity. You're longer for something good. So
that's true.
So you'll take it, right? Who's to say where you were coming from? Your tribe, whatever they believed into, who's to say they were never prosperous and living the good life and everything was in abundance and everybody was happy with each other? Like, who's to say that wasn't happening?
Mm-hmm.
But you've been removed from that. So you don't know. All you know is this current day's suffering. So anything that can take you out of this current day's suffering is what you're gonna gravitate to.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Because I look at it stuff as where some of these religions and stuff of the past in Africa at the time was like, even I heard voodoo was one of them and stuff as well.
Voodoo,
right? And then like you had
Yoruba or something like that.
Yeah, Yoruba. And then like you have the chiefs that sold the slaves to like I guess the white man and stuff and took them out like, you know, from there to onto the ships.
Right.
And stuff like that. I was looking at them like, you're right. Because you're looking like you were living an okay, decent life and stuff there. And now you're in chains and you're on a boat and you're going over to foreign lands and stuff and you're on ships for days and all types of other stuff, whatever. Like, this is not comfortable to you.
Yeah.
You want comfort.
Yeah.
And if they're throwing you and stuff like they're giving you hope to the hopeless and stuff, I can see why people would automatically gravitate to it. And I feel like, I'm not saying like Caucasian folk or the other demographics and stuff don't love Jesus, but I feel like, Black people have like a different kind of love for Jesus.
Oh.
Like, I feel like it, like, to hear a Black person talk about Jesus and compare it to like a Caucasian person talk about Jesus, I look at it stuff as where you might get like a scale of 1 to 10, a Caucasian might give you like Jesus is king and everything like that on a 7, 8.
Yeah.
A Black person is at like a 11 or 13 and stuff, whatever. Like,
yeah.
This is not, and it wasn't their, like, I want to say the Descendants' original religion.
No.
But it's kind of like, they went in and like, fuck it. If this is what you're giving us, turn the other cheek.
man is not giving us nothing. So if I get anything, it's going to be from the grace of God.
Amen.
Right? So with that belief alone, you find $1 on the ground. Ain't God good?
All the time.
You know what I
You hear
mean?
me? Look how God's good
Yeah,
now.
so-
Like,
yo, we would have recognized that fact.
Hey, all right. Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Bravo, Mike.
All right. Dirtbag. You're not wrong.
Not wrong.
Especially the Florida cops. Question of the week. Is calmness a superpower? Because I look at this stuff as where, and I'll speak for the male demographic, and no shade to the women, but for the male demographic, we were always taught to, like, especially raised to be kind of stoic.
Yeah.
Right? And now we're living in times and stuff where, like, there's a lot of things, a lot of factors that kind of just throw you off mentally, from even like the foods we're eating, to the shit we're seeing on the news, to like even the social medias and everything like that, to hell, even your personal lives, whatever, where people are legit crashing out.
Right.
Right? I know I said forgiveness a long time, is forgiveness a superpower, but I'm looking at like, is calmness a superpower? Because I look at it stuff as where to not be able to, I mean, not be able to, not, you still have the ability, but not to crash out.
Right.
To remain calm, to remain stoic, to still handle your shit.
It's a superpower. For sure. It's a superpower.
Okay. Because, like, okay, weren't most people, like men and women, raised to be stoic? But you still know women that would have, like, I want to say, I'm going to call them temper tantrums, but like, have these blowouts and they're sociably acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And I look at the stuff now, we're coming to a point where if certain men aren't too stoic and they have these now blow-ups and stuff like that, whatever, I feel like the band-aid we're putting on this stuff is that, oh, he has a mental health issue. Or he's, but I don't buy it until I get a clinical diagnosis.
Right.
If you're telling me, like, you feel this type of way, you act this type of way, and it kind of lines up with depression and stuff like that, if you were clinically diagnosed, it's not depression.
Right.
So I look at it stuff as where to be calm and to handle your shit and everything, it's a superpower, like, on another level, because all our parents, I'm pretty sure, have raised us to a point of stuff like, say, like, you're 3 years old, 4 years old and stuff, whatever, and you're crying, calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
What happened?
Right.
We're not going to get anywhere, which parents have been raising their children and stuff like this, but yet and still people, they went from hearing it to not doing it.
Yeah.
To, like, I think calmness don't even exist for certain people no more.
No, because I think, and you're right, because calmness to even achieve a level, it has to be put in practice.
Of course.
It has to be, and any chance you get, it has to be put in practice, right? And you're right. I don't think, gosh, it's a superpower. It's a superpower because majority of the problems would not be problems if you just remain calm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so perfect. You said it so perfect. Say that again.
The majority of problems would not be problems if you just remain calm.
Done. Well said. Let's get to the ass of the sun sometime. Fuck. Let's get to the ass of the sun.
And again, you have to put it in practice though. You constantly have to put it in practice. I'll be at work where it just seems like the whole place is on fire. And I'm just walking slowly through flames.
Same.
Waltzing through flames. Why am I gonna run with a chicken with my head cut off? There will be no clarity for me to think. I'm just staying as calm as I possibly can and attacking each of it step by step the way I can most logically think of doing it. And then what I cannot solve or cannot handle, I give it up with peace.
I'm in grocery stores. Let's say if I go to grocery store after work.
Yeah.
If I'm in a grocery store and I'm in a line, and let's say with the automated machines and stuff, like your self-checkout stuff.
Yeah.
If even there's like a line for that, you see the people and stuff like disgruntled the fact that there's a line there. Cause they're looking like, yo, the fuck is taking you so long, stuff and they just like fidgety and everything. I'm like, come here earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about coming earlier and stuff away from the after work rush?
Yeah.
Or come here a little bit later. Like again, to avoid the after work rush and stuff like that, whatever. But in any case, nothing in life is picture perfect. Nothing in life is gonna be perfect. You probably thought you were gonna be this ultimate, I don't know, musician.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But you're not.
Right.
Is that a reason for you to be upset at the world? No, remain calm.
Yeah.
Find your lane.
Yeah.
And like you said, like if people just remain calm, your world would be so much different, man. Practice calmness, people, please.
Practice. You might have to make a Soul Sister Sons out of that one.
Do it.
You might have to make a Soul Sister Sons out of that one.
We'll keep that and we'll bring it right back at the end.
We'll keep it.
Let's get to that first Ask the Sons. Ask the Sons comes from JackyWolf. What is something more traumatizing than people realize? Having a toxic work environment. And I never really paid it no attention to stuff, whatever, until I realized, again, part of the calmness thing too, right?
Right.
Where for me, I don't let some of these things bother me.
Yeah.
Because I know me and I know what it takes to kind of get me grounded and everything. But I've seen, well, I work in healthcare and I see like a lot of nurses and stuff be like, it sounds like a 3 6 Mafia song at times. Like this bitch, that hoe. Yeah. And they just kind of turn and it's supposed to be a set of unison movement or unison actions to kind of get everything kind of across. And because like this person doesn't like this or they don't like this and everything like that, the overall goal isn't met smoothly or even met at all.
Right, yeah.
Right? And I look at it stuff as where I think most people in these kind of environments, stuff, let's say this for like the hospital setting, I always look at stuff as where the overall goal is the patients. Fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Without the patients, there would be no hospital. No one ain't getting paid.
True.
So let's make that kind of like a priority and everything like that. And I hear call bells go off a lot. I just mind my business. I'm not a nurse. So I just keep it pushing. I was looking like, and even one day I was like, I walked past a room and it was like, hey, I need this. I was like, well, I'm not a nurse. Let me go get a nurse. I'm like, hey, this patient, he always does that. All right, so I'm just gonna go fuck off. I'm gonna go for cough. I'm gonna go for coffee. Go for cough. Because I don't want no part of this. This ain't my unit. What you got?
Honestly, lately I think like travel in airlines.
Travel. More traumatizing people realize.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people are set and going away to alleviate problems when they go on travel, right? But in the midst of that, because of all what's happening as far as aviation is concerned, these places where you are now traveling to are now getting more pressed because of things like tariffs and inflations. Like you land in certain spots, it's like you don't know what you have to just have to enjoy the moment as it is, because you don't know what's happening on the outside of those walls that you're in. Right? And I think nothing brought it more home to me was the movie that I watched the other day with Owen Wilson. When
they went to Thailand.
When they went to Thailand, right?
Yeah. Damn, I forget that name of the movie. I know what you're talking about. Though.
Yeah, where they would deal with the water. Here we go back with the water. They're dealing with the whole water and issues like that, right? And there's places right now that we don't know because it's not in the news that they're having like little like pockets that are boiling, right? And some of these places are right next to tourist destinations.
Facts.
So it's just like a powder keg waiting to happen, but you don't think about it until you really think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that in itself is what will cause that type of anxiety. Just think about it. Even the other day, peace out to Eric. What up, man? Flying and touching the plane because you're going for a specific reason, but you also not have to think of the safety of this plane because of so much things that's happened within the past things. So that's what I'm saying.
That's not include like when you were saying this stuff, whatever. Like shit, I heard recently, like, oh my gosh, there was like Belize. I believe it was Belize. Like 3 young women and stuff under the age of like 30. They all died.
Yeah.
They died.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you go alleviate.
This is what I'm saying.
Your stress and everything to find that like your parents are now have to have your body shipped and ready to do autopsy when the body gets back. Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
it's a different thing. Like it's like, yo, this is like it's almost like it turns into like, how could this have been? Like, how could this be? Like we were going for this one purpose
to free your mind, to free your body, to enjoy like sun, a new world, and like to just free up.
Yeah.
To people in suitcases left dead. Fuck. And that's not including the flight that the planes might be. Yeesh. Road trips to the corner store. Damn. Okay. Next one comes from Razorrent. Razorrent. Never mind. I said the same damn thing. Can you still be Christian if you don't believe in everything in the Bible? I like you, Razorrent. You think like me. We answered that earlier, but for a quick synopsis and stuff, whatever, yes, you can still be Christian.
Yes, yeah.
The stories and allegories. Yes, you just got to take them in strides. All right. Next, the last one comes from Stellar Sky. What's the most underrated app you swear by?
The most underrated app that I swear by?
My Notes. My Notes has the show notes. My Notes is like a diary thing.
Yeah.
A therapist. A shopping list. Like, yo, I save my damn email, like passcodes for a lot of shit.
Notes is underrated.
Notes
is severely underrated. All those things you mentioned, I use my notes.
Look at my notes. Recipes. I had dad jokes in this bitch.
Everything you've mentioned.
You have it in your
I have in my notes.
Yo.
I got prayers in my notes. I got everything you mentioned, I got in my notes.
Yup. And because you could put passcodes on it with it, so even like to get to like my email shit, whatever, my email passwords and stuff, I put a lock on it, whatever. Come looking like, this is more important shit, but it's shit that I know, so in case if I do lose my phone, no one else can get to it. Notes.
Do you add images to your notes?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Sometimes I'm even like drawing the notes and shit like that, whatever. So one day I was looking at it like, why did she got a little square? I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I drew that time. Notes is underrated. I think there was another thing. I think my auntie has this app. Oh, fuck. It's like you take a picture of a recipe. You take a picture of a dish.
Yeah.
And then it'll find it.
Okay.
And then it'll give you like the breakdown of like, okay, well, say like it's like oxtail, rice and peas.
Right.
Take a photo and stuff, whatever. And like you put in as much information, like, okay, you got it from a Jamaican restaurant and this and that and the third. Then you're like, all right, cool. These are several type of ways and stuff, whatever. You can make oxtail rice and peas and shit like that, whatever. And I was looking like, I'll be damned. And like, she's like, yeah, you can take photos of like smoothie, like if you take a picture of like a smoothie,
Yeah.
and say this is a smoothie with like whatever kind of berries and stuff that you know that might be in it, whatever, they'll give you other recipes and stuff like that, juicing shit. And I was like, that is slept on.
Yeah. I like that.
That is slept on because there's so many times like I want to say like even if I'm looking at shit like on the gram or some other type of things and stuff, whatever, like I wouldn't mind trying that, but they don't really have full detail on recipe.
Yeah.
Because they're probably trying to just sell something like, okay, well, the main finishing sauce is Heinz, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Sorry, I'm Canadian now. We got to say bye to Heinz and stuff now. So French's?
Yeah. Notes. And then I would say second to that would be my clock.
The clock? Like the alarm clock?
Yeah,
and
the alarm,
stop clock.
the stop. That's like, I use all of those tools. Yeah. I use all of those tools.
Come on, people. He's not lying. Yeah, but you know what I've noticed and stuff for that? I'm not going to lie to you. Coming from, let's say, a long time ago, I used to be a BlackBerry user.
Okay.
And when I came over to the iPhone and start downloading some apps and certain things and stuff for that, I want to say, if it's an app where I might like it for, like, let's say, I want to say something might be niche about it.
Yeah.
I might not so much run to it as much compared to something that might feel like everyday purpose.
Right.
Like I have a weather app in my phone and it's actually hilarious. I'll show it to you and stuff for that, but I explain it to some peoples and stuff for that. Oh, damn, I think I killed it. Yeah, I had just killed a few apps, whatever, right?
Right.
But like with this app and stuff, it was more of a weather app, right? And it used to throw me off because it was so funny. Like it'll give one weather report, like from the Apple weather app.
Yeah.
And then this other one would just be like, it's cold as shit, man. Get you a coat. Throw some long johns on in this bitch. And I was like, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
And
we like the realism.
Right. The realism was there. And then but I looked at this stuff, it's like, not every day I would actually run to that over the Apple thing, because the Apple thing, maybe because of convenience, because it's kind of like you're swiping over and like certain things and stuff are in your widgets.
Right, yeah.
And your widgets and stuff are kind of like on deck. So I look at it stuff as where I realize that some of these apps I wasn't using like that. And then much as when you even sync up your phone to like whatever, like PC or whatever,
right.
And it'll tell you like, yo, the last time you used this app was like, I saw one app before. I haven't used it since 2019. So I'm like, why the fuck do I keep carrying it over then?
Right.
I was like, delete. Yeah. So I did a cleanup and stuff for her, but like, no, the Notes app is God in my phone.
Yeah, Notes reign supreme on my phone.
Yes.
Notes reign supreme. Like if I'm missing or if I forget, the first place I go is checking my notes. Because I'm 99% of the time, I may have made a note about it.
Yeah, like because the notes thing and stuff is so greasy. Like I look at it as where, I think the phone thing with the, let's say this, there's a part in here like if you pull up a new note,
yeah,
and then you tap this, right? You can do a whole thing. Sorry, with the magnifying glass. And if you hold it up to the screen or some text,
yeah,
you can just actually copy it and it'll just spill out and stuff and just type it out.
Yeah.
I'm saving work.
Yeah.
So everything goes in my notes.
Everything.
Everything goes in my notes section. But yeah. We are here at the end.
You know what I don't utilize as much? And I actually should get more used to utilizing Siri.
Siri?
Yeah.
I use Siri.
Yeah, I see you use Siri now and then. I don't use it as much though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to start using a lot more is people's heads are gonna turn. It's the ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, yeah.
ChatGPT has been, I want to say this, the legwork of me finding, let's say, like even if a weird topic or a podcast kind of discussion that might come up now, I try to word it as much as possible that I might think might make sense.
Right.
And then just launch it into ChatGPT.
Yeah.
and I'm having a conversation with ChatGPT now. And I know Blue was saying the stuff that I said, that people should start shaking their fear and try to use this thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And I look at it as stuff is where if you do have a dilemma, we should start using these apps
Right.
first, not treat them as gospel.
No.
Look at them first, then approach it with people.
Right.
To say like, yo, am I crazy and stuff for that? Because I had a thought one day. I put it in ChatGPT. It gave me a whole kind of thing, like spit out things. So I'm like, okay, I might not be crazy, but I'm talking to a robot. I'm talking to a machine. But then again, you have to look at it stuff is where everything, or not everything, but a good percentage, let's say 80% of human intellect and knowledge has been launched already.
Right.
Into like the world, and ChatGPT just kind of honed it.
Well, that's the machine learning part of it.
Pretty
right.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. No, even if you, I mean, even in your search, if you type in ChatGPT, you'll see that Siri actually has an extension. So part of Siri is using ChatGPT in the background. Of
course.
It's like,
of course,
because it's one of those things. Yeah.
I remember, what is it? This, I think Pi 3.14. Like Siri, you know, if you, well, I don't want to say that. Fuck her hair. She can hear a lot.
She's gonna hear you.
Yeah, but like when even mentioning that, it'll kind of break it down to like the most of the powers and everything. And you look at it, so she's pulling from the internet.
Right.
What's the difference between ChatGPT and Siri?
Right. Right.
So yeah. We are here.
We're here.
End it, please. Smooth out. We need you to end it the same specialty, which for this calmness thing, because that was profound. You are a Podical son. This is So Say the Sons. So it only makes sense for the son to end it like that. So, right. So Say the Sons this week. Take it away.
Majority of the problems would not be problems if you can remain calm. So says the Sons.
No explanation. Listen to the episode.
Remain calm while you do it.
Thank you, folks. We are here.
All right, bravo, Mike.
Bravo, Mike.
Bravo, Mike.
We just some bravo Mikes out in these streets.
We just some bravo Mikes.
Shout out to all the swines and the pigs with the badges. And the ones that gave us the names like that. You bastards.
You bastards.
Thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button on this one. And remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love, everybody.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.